Take time to read at least 60 to 80 minutes, 80 seconds, and then go for answer. We are close to a minute or more. Time to put your answers. It's okay, even if it is good or bad, give it a try. Okay, I'm seeing answers coming up. Sorry about my coughing. In YouTube, I'm seeing answer D, answer C coming up as an alphabet. How about the people here? D is coming up. Okay, another 5 seconds. Please put all your answers. Kind of a tricky question, isn't it? It doesn't give a clue what model of business these guys are doing. Tricky question. Good. I got few answers. I think some of them still thinking what to give. Want to play a safe game. Should I put it now? If I put the answer, people watch me. Kind of. In school days, when I write exam, teachers will come and stand next to me, watch what I'm writing. Until then, I was writing properly. The moment teacher come and stand next to you, you can't write. Have anyone faced this in your school days? Until then, you'll be writing properly. Once he comes and stand next to you, oh God, what to write here now? Kind of a thing when you put answers in the group. Okay. Now, let's first understand the question better. This is a bit tricky question. I purposefully brought it. Let's understand the question better. Let me go here. The project team is reviewing the budget. Project team is reviewing the budget early in a project and is surprised at the great cost variances. In this sentence, do anyone see any interesting word? Interesting thing to be careful? The first sentence.
Reviewing budget early.
Okay, early in the project. Okay, nice. Nice to know. Which means, can I assume that the project is already started? Can I say project started or yet to start?
Yet
Yet
to
to
start.
start.
Yet to start. Okay. I'm getting it to start. Okay. Okay, early in project and is a surprised at cost variance. Any other words?
Variance, cost, surprised and cost variance.
Surprise and variance.
Surprise is a keyword. Do anyone observe that? It's a keyword. Keyword. Cost variance. When you're yet to start, how do you find the variance? Or
Project is, I think, already started in the early stages. We are like they are verifying the budget.
Okay, I'm not even going to next sentence. I'm just asking you, when you're surprised, oh my God, what's happening? And a great cost variance. First question to you, is this something good or bad for a project?
Bad.
Bad. Can this become a showstopper? Now, but they didn't tell cost variance is high or low. Do you observe that? They didn't tell high or low here at this first sentence. Even if it is low, it's beneficial for you, right? I don't think you have to be worried. Okay, let's further continue on this sentence. Second sentence. At the next retrospective. Retrospective is nothing but don't go. Retrospective means always agile retrospective. Retrospective means anything we have a surprise or problem, we'll give a pause. We look back what happened. For example, there is a health situation happens, somebody hospitalized. That's the time they retrospect themselves. Oh my goodness, my lifestyle was bad. We look ourselves back. The team focuses on the budget problem and determines that the current funding will be insufficient. Now, It is not high or low. It is insufficient. It's clear. Because all vendors have significantly increased the prices. Okay. Anything else in the second sentence? Be careful. At the next retrospective, the team focused on the budget problem. All vendors have significantly increased. Anything keywords? Be careful.
Current funding is insufficient.
Vendors.
Budget
Insufficient.
problems, insufficient.
Insufficient. How about the word all?
Mhm.
Is it all important? Okay. In a project, when all vendors are increasing, is it again a showstopper or a problem? Could be. Could be. Could be, right? Could be. Okay. Some of the words we have to be very careful in exam while reading. The project team, as a team, they're working. When they say team, it could be the project manager. It could be the core engineers. It could be sponsor in some cases. They're also participating in the system, or could be some people who work on it. Early is a keyword. You'd be watchful on this. Surprise is a keyword. You should be watchful on this. Variance is a keyword, but when you read the sentence, variance doesn't tell a high or low. But when you come to insufficient, it's a keyword. All is a keyword. Increase their prices. Maybe the market value is going high, the dollar value is going high. Now, when I read this, it gives a clue that my project is in a bad shape. It could get to the bad shape. Either in bad shape or good to get to bad shape. What should the project team do next? Again, it's a very common question. Project team will do next. What is the next step? Next is a keyword here. Very good. Now, I got answers from YouTube. D, C, two alphabets I'm seeing there. Sony says a C. Smitha says D. Inspire yourself says also C there. Okay, let's come back. Here I'm seeing D mostly, because some of them C. Let me then not to worry about top two answers. A and B goes out, isn't it? Straight away people are pushing it out. Activate and spend the contingency amount in the overall budget. Why no one thought about A as a good answer? Any reasons A is going out?
There's insufficient funding is there. The budget problem already is mentioned. That we have budget problem.
Okay. Okay. So already we're short of money. So you cannot use a contingency. That's your point?
We'll have, but we cannot. We don't know what is exactly the requirement here. So we don't know. So we cannot just. We can first have to evaluate that before using it or spending that contingency amount. And we don't have that. Currently, we don't have that value
Okay.
zone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, there's a contingency. From where we get this contingency? If we read in the classes, somewhere we read a chapter. From where it comes contingency? What is it?
Risk reserve.
Risk analysis, right?
Reserve. Yeah. Risk analysis.
Risk analysis. After risk analysis only, we allocate some fund. That's called contingency amount. However, do you see this as a risk, first of all? The situation is happening as a risk? Now,
Yes.
But this situation is a surprising, which means they don't know. So one thing in the risk is we have two categories. One is known, unknown, isn't it? Known, unknown. Other one is unknown, unknown, isn't it? Two factors are there. But now activate and spend the contingency. You can spend, like we heard right now. First is we are short of money already, and also it's a surprise. I don't think these guys have recorded it. These guys have made an effort for it. So I'll keep A away for a while until someone have a better explanation. I'll keep A away. What about B? Approach management for the release of management reserve. Can't we ask this money? Don't know to ask this money. You can, but the problem is all vendors. When all vendors are involving, we really don't know where the project is going to end up. So when you read a question, we're doing in the early stage, we got a surprise, and there is a variance that from all, something is not really good. You could use a fund of this or fund of this, but will it be sufficient? But are we really recalculating? Are we really looking at the system? Now let's keep A and B away, bit away, and come back. Now I'm seeing answer C and D. The competition is between C and D. I'm having equal numbers of D, equal number of C from the people here. Some of them don't want to answer. They're waiting for the right answer. So let us see what can we do. Let's start with the D. Issue a new request for proposal that includes a cost limitation. Now, when the project, if it is started or very early stage, is it good to come up with the RFP right now? Just challenging the answer. Okay, you may be right. I'm just challenging the answer. One of you want to say why you thought a D could be better here, issuing a new proposal. For whom you're going to issue the proposal?
Vendors.
Vendors, okay. So imagine I have 11 vendors or 5 vendors. I'm going to issue all 5 vendors or 11 vendors a new proposal with a limitation.
Yes.
Guys, this is the funding.
Yes.
Okay. With this, we're expecting the variance can come down. Okay. 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 I get that point. Okay, let's park that answer. Let's go to C now. I have few people went with the C also. Determine estimate of at completion, EAC. What is EAC? If you remember that in our class somewhere we learned a project started and the end we think something called a BAC. What does BAC stands for? What BAC stands for?
Budget at completion.
Budget at completion, right? Now EAC could come like this, which means I thought a project will be done in our class. We learned $800,000, but later we realized the project could go beyond this because of some variation is happening. It could go to more than $800,000. Possibly can go higher. Now the question is, should I limit myself here, or should I re-estimate and consider I need more money? Determine estimate at completion, seek approval. But see, will it happen, man? Will somebody give me money immediately? Not sure. But have you took a measure to talk about it? Because the cost variance is going high and all the vendors have significantly increased the price. All the vendors. Now, point is the all is a keyword here. When it's all happening, maybe your country has implemented GST. Maybe your government regulations have changed something, or some environmental factors. What is environmental factors? Geopolitical problem. China don't want to export something. None of this in your control. When none of this in your control, using the reserves or introducing a new contract is possible. But will I come to back to the same track? This is something out of my reach. Out of my reach. If that's the case, is it good to re-estimate? Is it good to look at myself whether I need a better budget? Now, I will give a bit pause here. I'm seeing Pradeep, you are between two answers. Why you thought C or D? What is your thought there?
See, since in the question itself it has been mentioned about the cost variance, so first I thought about C. We need to do the estimation at completion based on the initial budget, what we have done and where we are lagging, and the significant increase of the prices from the vendors, which is kind of an impacting the completion of the project. That first I thought, and then I also realized that okay, in certain cases, since the project is still in the early stage, we have a opportunity to convert this risk into this one opportunity, so that like we can limit the this one by issuing the proposals, limit the cost impact.
Because in the early stage, that's your thought.
Yes.
Okay. I appreciate your thought. All right. Good. Thanks for the thought. Any other thought process apart from Pradeep? Okay. Then let's see the right answers. Boom. What a big answer. Yeah. God, man. The answer is bigger than the question itself. Okay. Increasing cost of product and service directly affects the project. Okay. So project teams need to adapt and increase across all vendor service is probably a sign of a big change in the external environment. I would have said this all is a keyword in exam. Last class also I would have said, whenever you see the word all, be bit careful. All stakeholders should be communicated. All vendors should be fired. All is a keyword. Be very careful in examination. All is good, all is bad. Both will happen. Issuing a new request for proposal with a cost limitation will not likely be successful because every vendor is affected. Some market shake has happened. The solution here is to understand what is causing the price increase and seek a solution for the project that is sustainable. The project team might then choose to create a revised budget. Shri, is it successful? Not sure, but you have to propose it with the new cost of vendor services and goods. Namely, the estimate at completion, EAC, is a new budget. This is what we discussed, right? This is a new budget, which will tell them the expected total cost of completing all work expressed, AC, ETC, all fine. The product owner or a project sponsor will decide whether the organization can or want to continue or discontinue. Look at here. So now, if all vendors have changed things, I cannot continue. Imagine I give my car for service. They took my car and they gave me a quote of some money. Let's imagine they gave $1,000 for me. The car will be completed to engine or painting, all are done. 4 days later, they're calling me. Shri, you know what? This is not $1,000, man. It's going to become $2,000. I'm asking, man, what the hell, man? $2,000. They say, you know what? The engine companies increase the cost. Painting increase the cost. Labor cost increased. Come on, man. Within 4 days, all are happened. Yeah, environmental change. I would say better cancel the contract. I don't want to do the service itself. Give me the car back. So point is, when you are in an early stage and all contracts are changing, you will decide whether to continue or you stop somewhere because it is early. It's early in the project. This is the most sustainable solution for long-term health of the project. I cannot take something that will burn my pocket. Management reserve and the contingency reserve should be used for covering expenses resulting from issues. Something is already recorded. That's what I said, known, unknown. Not to support a project budget that has been impacted because of external environmental factors. In case this is recorded as one of the risk and that happens, yeah, it is fine. But these guys are saying it's a surprise from me. I didn't know that it will happen. What a big question. Now, the point of bringing this question is not to say that this is the right answer. More than that, how many concepts are covered here? They're talking about budgeting here. They are talking about the risk management here. They are talking about a stakeholder management here. They're talking about effective communication here. They're talking about some of a vendor management here. I would say at least 4 or 5 knowledge areas are covered here. If a person read the book carefully, what is vendor management? What is a risk management? How a stakeholder is handled? How a communication should flow? How should I take responsibility as a project manager? How should I think environmental parameters, EF and OPA? Then this question can be more understandable question. Got that? Was it good for you? Oh, whoa, whoa. Wow, a lot of info. All right.